Hi, so today I'm going to share a look at how I kind of spot clean my Sendak mini artist roll. And I found this works really good for me for the most part to get off the different little spots. And then I thought I would do a new little setup on it and show you some options I do to help not get so many marks and things on my Sendak. I know some people really love theirs marked up a lot, and maybe I wouldn't mind so much if it was another color. So these are the little Shout wipes. I'm sure you could just use the Shout bottle. I like that it's the wipes, and it takes off some of those pencil markers and such. And I don't mind that it's getting some marks, but I just don't also want it just to get wrecked. Maybe over time it's going to look really good as it gets more and more little marks on it. Or maybe if I had another color. Oh, I wanted to share also, I'm going to share with you guys my setup. So I change it out from time to time so that I'm refreshing my items for creating. And then I also have a couple other videos, and I'll link those below to different ways I set up and different things utilized in them so you can see what fits and such. But I did get a question from J Marie over on Instagram. And so I'm going to answer some of those questions that she had in this video as well. And I'll link you guys to her Instagram because her paintings and the color are so beautiful that she uses. I really love those. So I'm not really trying to, although it does take a lot off, I'm not really trying to get every little detail. Like I said, over time it will warm up, but I figured since I am changing it up right now, and how I utilize it. And then I'm going to share with you also some things that I did. So if you're not wanting lots of marks and things, what I did. And then also the tip that was shared for me from Jay. Okay, so I really appreciate when you guys also share your information and the things that work for you guys, because it's really great that we all help each other. Okay. I'm getting a little sip of my coffee. It's either coffee, tea, water, or Dr. Pepper. Okay, so I have these little vintage fabrics and things, and I really like the little handkerchiefs. I get lots of those, and I don't know, I find I use them for everything, or cut and sew them, put them in my different sunglasses or eyeglass cases, what have you. So I'm gonna tuck that in here. And then when you put your pencils and things in here, if you don't want the markings all over your Sendak, when you fold it over, this like folds over and it helps. So in the beginning, I really used different little fabric pieces and such, and would just tuck those in. And they look cute, and they also help to not have marks all over your Sendak. I want to tuck that in a little bit more. There. So that's what I'm going to do with mine today. Now I will say I use the little Shout wipes on other of my fabrics. I will say I don't know if it's something you should or should not be using on them, but it's worked fine for mine. I use it on my other colors as well. So I wanted to share because the question I got was also like, if I didn't get almond, what color would I get? Because the almond does show marks and things more on it. And again, over time, that's fine, but I do want to take care of it as I go along the way. But if I got the Sendak in another color, it would definitely be slate. Slate, I feel like, is such a really good go-to color. Let me see, do I have that down here enough for you guys? Let me come in a little bit more. Okay, slate would definitely be my color of choice if I didn't get the almond, because I feel as if it gets marks and things, it's not going to be as obvious. And I feel like it's a good neutral color. So I do have lots of slate, lots of things. Now this one is in the trio pack. And this is the middle size of the zip pouches that's in the little 3 trio pack. So if you're wondering what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and set up, and when I do, I'm gonna give you some of those examples of how it fits. Oh, and a good little tip for when your Sendak is getting too tight to roll. Oh my goodness, a little way. Now it might not be like a great tip for you guys, but it was such a wonderful thing for me. So I'll show you what that is so that it rolls even better. Okay, and then also the other tip I got was the little tip pieces to put those on. And I remembered I had some Midori ones, and so I grabbed those, and it works out great. So I love that tip. I love when you guys share good things with me as well. We just like help each other. We all have info. So if you have a Sendak and you have almond, how is that holding up for you? And or other colors, like how is that working for you? And also if you have a video of your Sendak or photos, a video, a YouTube, post it in the comments to share with all of us so we can all come see your video. And if you don't have YouTube and you'd like to share your video, you can share it in my Peach Life group on Facebook. I'm sure everybody would love to see it there as well. And then I'm going to put these in here for now, and I'm going to share with you why I have this space. But let me just close that last part with saying you're welcome to share photos and pictures in my Peach Life group of your Sendak mini or regular size roll. We would love to see how you organize yours and how it's holding up and the color and how everybody uses theirs. I love to watch videos and see photos of how people have theirs. So, okay. So I'm going to tuck these in here. This I've shared in my past videos, and again, I'll link my other videos in the comments for you guys. But I removed the stitching from these 3 spots in order so I can have that pocket, because I wanted to be able to put my Art Toolkit palettes in there. And I rather utilize the top spots for more pencils and things. But I wanted to, I got the question if both the larger folios fit in the top, and they do. They fit nicely right in the top. In the back pocket, they fit very snug, and they get caught, this piece does. And the fuller your Sendak is, the odder it becomes when you put them in the back pocket, and also the way it folds. But the question was how 2 of these fit. And so I will show you that it folds really nicely, but the moment you start filling it up, it will be a really strange tight bend. And I do have a workaround for that. So I'm gonna put in all my items and then show you how that bends and closes, and then how I utilize mine. So I put my little black wing in there, and I'm gonna I'll put all the things that I'm gonna put in, except though I put them in different spots. I'll put that guy. I think this is like one of my favorite colors. I love the mild liner brush tips. The brush tips are the best. Okay, and then I got this new Kaweco Moleskine fountain pen. I love it for sketching, and it's filled with black, and it's pretty scratchy, I'll tell you that, right out the gate. Like, it wouldn't be one that I love to write in and such. You could probably hear the scratchy. But for some reason, for sketching things, I sort of love the little scratchiness. Okay, something about that feels so nice. This is an older Moleskine and I use it for, just as you saw, a little this and that. Okay, so I'm gonna place that one in here, and you can see it's getting tighter with that in the back. And then I'll put my items here in the little zip spot. This is a little lid cap I just got like at a gift shop. My little eraser stuff, this is from Art Toolkit. The little stuff to erase your sketching, and the little containers. A little Midori pencil sharpener and another eraser. So I'm gonna tuck that down in here. And I have a little paintbrush from Royal Talons. It came in my Van Gogh water palettes, and I really love it. Like, compared to so many others that I have, I feel like this, is just so perfect. Looks like I caught. Okay, and then this one is by Art Toolkit, and it's the Rosemary and Company, which they're just beyond lovely. So those are my two go-to carries with me. I'm gonna tuck those in here. And then my uni ball pin one. And I'm gonna tuck that in there. And then this is the spray bottle for misting my watercolors. And this is from Art Toolkit. So that's gonna go in there. And then scissors, so that I have a little of everything with me if I'm creating, whether that's grabbing that with me to go to the couch or go out to the lake or what have you. And then these are those washcloths that are extra absorbing. And I was paying like quite pricey for individual ones. And then I saw Costco right now has different packs, and I think it's like 12 in there for $12. It was just such a good deal. Okay, so I want to show you, I'm going to tuck that in. I want to show you how it gets really tight. I want to show you that fold because of the two palettes. So I'm going to show you how that is. See how that does not want to lay flat, and see how you get that? But my little workaround for that is to fold it into itself. And for some reason, it just folds so much nicer and smoother if you don't mind the pocket being on the outer part like that. And it's just a little zip. And you could see that, I mean, that really does lay, let me cinch that, so much nicer. And many times I just carry mine like that in a little clip. But let me show you again with those two back there, how, like this, if you normally carried like this, wow, I mean, you can't. And I wouldn't want to start pressing and possibly bending mine, but just switching it up like that makes such a big, such a big difference. It's actually simple. I don't know why I'm making it. Okay. It just folds up a million times nicer. Now, I don't take two with me, so I'm going to show you my setup. But Jay, I hope that helps you to see how those work together. And depending what you put in there, it may fold regularly, nicely. It's still a little tight, but it works if you fold it into itself. Really, really great. So I'm going to go ahead and set mine up now, how I'm going to utilize it. And let me know if you have a Sendak and how it's been working for you. I would love to hear about that, even if you don't have a video or a post, or even if you're, I'd love to know your thoughts about it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tuck these ones in here. And even though I'm putting those little tips on, I still want to leave my little cute fabric pieces. Now, like I said, I removed those 3 stitchings, and again, it's not for everyone. Some people really like the idea, and I did get a little comment that was a little crazy about me doing that. But you know what? I say you do whatever works for you, and enjoy it. That's the whole part of creating. So I love that the large art toolkit goes in here. Now this is my one with my Van Gogh colors by Royal Talons. My colors, I really love those so much, especially when I'm trying to paint Van Gogh colors. I feel like the colors are just made Van Gogh paintings. I feel like the colors are just made so perfect for it. And then these are Van Gogh and Daniel Smith. And then those tube paints I've mixed together to make some of my own color that I feel like I would use often enough that I don't want to mix them every single time. So that's really good. So both of these are cute. I think I'm gonna put this in because it has my newest colors. And I'll show you a quick little glimpse. This is my Van Gogh I'm working on right now. So this is just the base of it. And then I gotta go back in and really add my detail. And I use the Van Gogh Royal Talons watercolors on that. Okay, so I have these other little cute pieces. I got actually lots of cute fabric, so I think I'm gonna try and sew me, some like little specialty sized pouches for some things I need. And then, let's see. I'm gonna get my little sharpener, sharpen that real quick before I put it in there. This is a white. Love it. Okay. And so that is already filled, and it can actually even hold more. It's impressive how much is this little slot holds. And then I'm gonna put the ruler. Why is that being funny? Maybe because that's a little wet. I don't know. Usually it doesn't move on me at all. Okay, well, oh, I want to keep that in here also for my painting. And then I thought I would take my little markers from here, and these are Stamping Up, which are my favorite because it has the finest little point, which is so nice, really fine point, but then also really lovely brush. And let me show you. It really has, let's see, where you can go like little nice lines to more, to really bringing that about. And then even finer. Is that so good? If you know of a marker that is like this, that is not Stampin' Up, that I can get at just an art supply, I would really love to know. A lot of them have that chiseled edge, or it's not that fine of a tip, or it's a regular marker at this end but not brush. But if you know of this, I would really love to know and share with me in the comments. I have Stampin' Up ones, and I thought they went out of business, but it was close to my heart that went out of business. So I can get more because a few of the tips are getting dry. Not the brush side, but the other side. But I would like to be able to just get one at an art supply. Would be nice. Okay. With that said, I'm going to pick some, I think some colors for fall and put in here like this, my colors. So I switch things up between the items I'm using. I want to get some of those, they look like crayons, but they're watercolors. I'd like to get some of those to try out in my paintings. I think this one's good. Yeah, those are really good. I tend to go for so many of the others, so I'm trying to put in some colors that you don't typically use. I think there. And I think I'll put these all here. I don't know why I'm rushing. Let me slow down here for a moment. Okay. Once everything's in, and then you just need something, then this doesn't get bothered with. It stays in there nice. But as I'm loading it with everything, it was adjusting. But typically, it doesn't. Okay, so those are the things I want to put in here for now that I feel I'll switch that I feel will be really great. So again, or if you're on Instagram and you're not doing YouTube and you don't want to come over to my Peach Life group, but you're on Instagram and you have a photo or a video, share that link with us here in the comments, and or tag me, A Peach Life, in your video. I'd love to come see it and like your page if you would like, and follow along with you as well. So if you like the Sendak or the video or any of the above, I'd love for you to like the video and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I'm going to be sharing more and more with you. Look how nice that folds. So I share at least 3 times a week. I want to really start moving that up to like 5 times a week. I've really been enjoying sharing more and more. And I feel like I've had so many things to share. Oh, also, let me say this. In one of my Pig and All videos, sharing those items, I said the names of this wrong. And this is the spender pouch, and this is the keeper. Now the spender is smaller because you're the spender, you're not saving as much money. And that's the little keeper pouch. So they are just adorable. I love them so much. And I hope you guys, if you're wanting to get some things from that Of a Kind sale, that you got some. I was so busy sharing with everyone that I totally missed out on it. So, but that's okay, because you know, you're meant to have what you're supposed to, and it was meant for everybody else. And so I didn't need something particular. Okay, so there's the look. There's some of my tips I have for you guys. And again, if you guys have some good little tips and info, I'd love if you guys shared with me in the comments or tagged me. Thank you. Thank you so much. And as always, I enjoy having you guys here with me.